Cyberpunk 2077. Is it good or just a complete broken mess? I think it's a little bit of both.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica.
In my case, I think the ignorance is truly bliss. I just looked up when this game was first announced, and what the hell? May of 2012? Some people are waiting for more than 8 years just to get their hands on this game. If they were a console player, it probably took a giant shit on them. Well, okay, and now I get the backlash. However, when I first heard about the game, it was when I went to go pick up a different game at my local GameStop. And that's when I got hounded about pre-ordering Cyberpunk, and it's a pretty good example for why you shouldn't do that based on how this release was. Well, I asked the guy at GameStop, I'm like, well, what is it about exactly? And he just like went off about how Keanu Reeves says,
"Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn."
oh, and it's an open world RPG. My reaction was just like, okay, have fun with that. Then the game came out, and I didn't buy it right away. I just kind of waited around, kind of wanted to see what happened with it. And well, I guess all I learned through it all was I'm happy that I strung some money together over the summer and bought a PC, because console gamers got completely shafted on this deal.
Last time I gave a shit, I got fucked! Oh shit!
I mean, you had little more than 8 years, and you can't get the game to work properly on the standard console that everybody has right now. Now, I understand the backlash, but hey, at least you get your money back. And I decided to hunker down and give it a shot, because from who I had talked to personally on PCs, they said they absolutely loved the game. And I'm a trusting guy, so I threw my $60 at my monitor and waited 12 hours for it to download through my potato internet. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning, I have work at 8, waited 12 hours. It's only right to give myself a little taste of this game, right? Yeah, well, I hardly got any sleep that night and found myself completely thrown into the life as a street kid in this gigantic place called Night City. I find the story to be the best part about this game. I mean, I found myself completely invested in these characters and the life of V. And old Keanu Reeves, he's something much more than just wake the fuck up, samurai. He's just like your own personal Tyler Durden. And I find myself not wanting to get rid of him, which is basically the whole game's, like the whole plot's about that. And I get a phone call from certain characters, and I get a little excited to extend their part in the story. I like roaming around the town and finding random missions. There's just so much to do in this game. I was going to start work on this video after I'd beaten the main story, but I thought to myself, like, dude, you're going to be fucking around for so many hours, you're not even going to be able to get to work on the script until after New Year's. And so, well, here I am jumping the gun. So now to the nitty and gritty. The storyline is good, yeah, but it's no secret this game has its flaws.
Got a problem?
Wait. You don't want to fuck with me?
Being folks, you're too smart for that. You and I both know he's not
I
really
honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that.
Okay, that's enough. All right, fuck off.
And most of the time I find the bugs to be pretty amusing. You know, I'll find myself laughing about it most of the time. Until I'm getting shot through walls and just catching on fire from what seems like out of nowhere. Is that what's catching me on fire? The people making this game must have been some kind of chain smoker, man. Because just about everyone in this game smokes cigarettes. But just about every time someone does smoke a cigarette, there'll be some random cigarette just hanging out in the air somewhere. And for the most part, the attention to detail is pretty amazing. But if you pay attention to your shadow, you'll notice that you walk around town like C-3PO. The worst bugs in the game are the ones that won't even allow you to progress through a mission. I spent like 10 minutes trying to get this guy in a car so I can transport him to the other side of town, but he never would. I couldn't even talk to him either, so I just had no idea what was going on. Another one that pissed me off was when I defeated all these guards in this house and it tells me to go speak to Hanako. I can't use my phone, there's no marker indicating where I should go. I'm looking around for a key for like 40 minutes, and that's when I notice her sitting up in her room, looking out the window. I can't get in that room, so what is going on here? And then there's the driving. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I mean, yeah, I got a little used to it, but I feel like most of the time I just can't keep control of the car. Especially like with the turns, I'll spin out, I'll plow right through other cars like they're nothing. My car will just drive away from me when I call for it. You're driving away from me. Hey! Stupid car, come back! I will say I am a fan of the combat. This is the first time I've ever played a first-person shooter on PC, so I've been really enjoying myself. I also just love looting people and finding better guns to mess all those gunks up with. Yeah, there we go. Oh, bam! The minor graphics issues don't really bother me too much. I think I'm still used to the days when my dog would bump into my Super Nintendo and just freeze the whole thing up. So, I think I'm pretty relaxed on that. And to wind things up, I'd say Cyberpunk 2077 is a pretty entertaining game with a really, really bad release. So as much as I can honestly say I've enjoyed this game, it's pretty unforgivable for how they treated the console players, especially the ones that haven't gotten their hands on the new gen. So I would suggest if you have the opportunity to check out the game, then why not? I think you might enjoy it.